All right, local swell trackers, Friday the 25th. It's getting cloudier as forecasted, but let's talk about the waves. The South Pack has been where it's at. We're going back hindcasting a week. These are surface winds as of last Friday, showing us what's coming today and through Monday. A fetch in the Tasman Sea here, and a fetch off to the northern island of New Zealand here. These guys spin out. The one in the Tasman Sea a little bit more promising. It is registering 14, 15 seconds now, but just 1 foot of stuff. So we get the swells in the sea get cheese grated by the South Pack Islands here, and Fiji is just going to crank. Starting up the animations again, you see those pass, but then by Monday, Tuesday, we have a couple sources, another fetch up here off the northern island, and then one down here with a much better shot for us, leading up to possibly 3 to 4 feet next late Tuesday into Wednesday, Thursday. We could be looking at some well overhead waves for town from these sources here. Now, bringing us up to today, Friday, here's that system moving off under Tahiti, and the wide, broad fetches here off the east coast of New Zealand, all bumping us up here for this weekend. And again, it is registering on the buoys. They have a decent track, and we get another little bit of support here with some higher seas on Sunday, Monday, and that one's a little bit closer to us too. So again, that's all adding up. Monday we see some 17 to 18 second forerunners building up to 2 feet 16 seconds on Tuesday. And again, when these swells in the open ocean translate and when they refract and shoal on the reefs, we'll be seeing some overhead waves from these sources. Again, clicking in the animations, we also have a bit of a quiet period, but we'll get swell from the south from this one on Wednesday, adding to the seas of the prior swells. And then we get a huge Tasman Sea storm, but it's tracking zonal or west to east. Now, that'll pump up giant waves, of course, for the whole region. And we may see some swell on the west flank of this guy. But again, it slams right into New Zealand. But the buoys are forecasting 20 seconds out of that guy and 3 feet open ocean swells if we're lucky. I don't think it'll hit that. It'll be 18 to 20 seconds because the periods can make it up our way, but the sea heights, the vertical height, will be dissipated quite a bit and maybe end up only being 2 feet 18 seconds. But that'll still be enough to be felt and keep us rideable all the way through the end of the month. Okay, now let's go up to the North Pack. We've been seeing some background energy, a little bit of west up there, mostly less than 2 feet. But these are the sources from last Wednesday. We'll just switch in the animations. You can see there's been some troughiness, mostly some, upstream trade wind swell and locally generated swell. Been super active in the tropics here. The Philippines just been getting slammed on and again, and it's been consistent off of Baja as well. And I'll show you what's coming our way. A couple systems passing to our southeast and definitely affecting our weather, and some southeast swells expected. Okay, now let's get to the current models. We see some stuff over here from Baja moving our way. This guy's going to build and begin to dissipate once it gets close to the Big Island. There's more systems over here in the tropics hitting Philippines, so that's nothing compared to what's coming. I'll show you that in a second. We even have a softy forming off here to our northwest that tracks up the wrong way. Let's click in the animations. You can see there's this potential to bring in some east swell, and there's a Whomper system forming off here. I would love to be doing some traveling over there right now. We even have some systems forming off of North Japan, bringing us in some waves for next week. Take a pause here and take a look at that guy right here that comes down off the Kuril Islands. Buoys so far are just forecasting something super small on that one. Saturday, August 2nd, 1 foot 12 seconds. So it'll be enough for just a little bit of background swell, need to maybe waist high out of this guy right here. And here's the two systems I was bringing up that'll be affecting our weather, especially for the Big Island, and adding to trade wind mix, say some 12-second energy up to 3, hopefully 4 feet, for sure for the Big Island. And we'll run through these loops one more time. You can see again, look at the size of this typhoon over here. And it looks like it is going to grow. We'll have to wait and see whether that one's going to turn out to be one of the more major storms that we've had already this year. We've had some big ones. Okay, taking a look at the surface charts. Here comes these lows I was just showing you on the animations. Here we sit here in Hawaii. This low pressure up here has some upper level troughiness. That's also adding to the effect of the weather here. That's going to be pretty wet, especially for Kauai, especially around Sunday, Monday, weakening the trades. These high pressures are weakening up a little bit, but these lows down here to the south of us will be increasing the pressure gradient. So we still may see the trades remain moderate to possibly fresh. And so again, there's been some lows up here to our northwest, high pressures being affected, as well as our weather. Jumping up to the upper regions, you can see that upper level disturbance up here that I was showing you. And down here, these clouds are the intertropical convergence zone, and also showing the storms that, again, are migrating towards Hawaii. And there's some upper level troughiness in the region that will be only increasing over the next 3 days for us. And again, these are features 1,000 feet up. The brown areas are showing the drier, sinking air from the high pressures. Here's just another view of it all. And again, look at the intertropical convergence zone. None of that is expected to affect us. We'll drill down, tell you highs are going to be in the upper 80s and lows about mid 70s. Quite a bit of cloud cover. Drill down a little bit further, you can see a very easterly tilt to the winds. And we'll finish off with this one last beautiful view. You can see a lot of fetch here coming up for next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a little bit of the trade wind flow for us over here, and that upper level disturbance here, but winds blowing the wrong way. So no swell from that puppy. And that is your local swell tracker. Check you back here next weekend. Aloha for now.